don't know, maybe it's like a Korean thing. Maybe you learn it like in elementary school. How to like unhinge your jaw so you can eat better.
Hi everybody, it's Kat and I am on my deathbed. Thank you.
Hey, it's Cynthia and I'm sitting currently on her deathbed, but I'm getting better.
Amazing. Hi everybody, it's Terica and I have green hair in honor of February. Yay!
Woo! Yeah. I thought it was because you were on Agassi.
No.
Yay!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Not Your Average Fangirls. My name is Carolina. Today, we're talking about my baby Yugyeom because he released another song. So get hype about that.
We're also talking about my baby song. Thank you.
Oh
my
God.
Okay. My baby song. So if we're just gonna throw out babies around here.
We ain't talking about none of my babies because I've been starved this week apparently.
This week you're starving. Just this week.
Just this week. They usually feed me. Y'all are usually the ones unfed.
Yeah.
Now
this week they were just like, nah.
Spoiled brat.
JB looked good at the Japan concerts though, so I'm not mad.
Ooh, when he did that Angel remix and whatnot. Oh, bless.
Angel, my remix.
Wow.
When the hell will we get the Japanese songs in the USA? Damn it.
Never.
We all have to go to Japan to be able to
and then we're going to get kicked out for being too loud.
Yeah, we've discussed this before. We're going to get kicked out.
They're going to do the body roll. We're going to oh my God. They're going to be like, ma'am, you have to leave. First of all, we want to start with a huge congratulations to Astra.
Yes! They finally got their first win. And we're so excited, so happy. And they look so, like, shocked when this happened.
And they cried.
I know that they cried. But I don't think it registered to them, like, until after that they had won. Because I know Sanha went on their fan cafe. And he was just like, honestly, it wasn't until I got in the car that I realized, oh, my God, we won. I was just like, oh, I'm so proud of them.
They did that.
That song is a bop, so I mean, not surprised.
Is a song.
I literally start every work morning with that song.
It is a song.
It is a song. I meant to say bop.
It's a song.
It is a song.
It's my song.
We love. This is what happens when you grown.
When you grow, you don't get your first win till you grow.
You grow up, okay?
Damn.
It's mature. It's like graduating high school. You know, you go through elementary. You go through all that stuff. They got their rookie award when they first started. That was like them graduating elementary school. Then they graduated middle school.
And now they just graduated middle school. Okay.
Now they graduate in high school. Like they high school graduates. They going to college now. And next year, next comeback, they going to be graduating college. And that's dangerous for everybody.
Ooh, damn. We just made a whole ass timeline for Astro right here.
Right?
But it's been, 3 years since their debut, right?
And they're currently frat boys. So.
A lot of tour news happening. Bam Bam is going on his first solo fan meet in Thailand.
Woo! Yes, Thai King.
The Crown Prince is returning to his homeland.
I'm so excited. Honestly, so many Agasas are just like, how do I buy a plane ticket to Thailand with no money?
How do you buy a ticket to this event in general?
Right?
Well, yeah, no, I'm pretty.
Start rowing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that thing's probably already. The tickets haven't gone on sale. They're sold out already.
I'm just going to put this out here for future reference. Any listeners who have like overseas ticket connections, be our plug. Help us out.
Truly.
Seriously.
We need to know. At least tell us how.
The thing is, if we go to Thailand, we got places to stay. I just need a way there.
But the hardest part, honestly.
It's not getting kidnapped.
No. I was going to say, the hardest part is to get a ticket for the event in general.
Yeah, basically. That's going to be the hardest. But congrats to Bam Bam. Going back to Thailand, doing his thing.
Providing for the children.
That's the first member of GOT7 to do a solo fan meet. So
his family with Cynthia and Terica.
Yeah. Be providing for the children.
Somebody else that announced tour dates, Stray Kids. They are coming to the States to,
and we
what
will
was it?
be there.
Catch us there.
They're going to Jersey, LA, and Houston.
That's it. 3 shows.
Now, funny enough is that last week we were talking about how Stray Kids should do a tour. And that they're probably going to tour the USA. And then, boom, they were like, here you go. You guessed it.
I love when when K-pop groups tour, like do U.S. tours, you know, like when bands here do U.S. tours, it's like 50 U.S. cities. When bands here do tours, like K-pop groups, it's like 3 cities. New York, L.A., and a random city in either Texas
and
or
a random
Georgia.
city in between.
I'm surprised,
There you
honestly.
go.
I'm so surprised that Stray Kids it's only like they're only doing 3 dates. Like that.
This is just a
sounds-
testing period, okay? This is like as soon as they
Well,
sell
yeah.
out this in like 2 minutes, then they're gonna be like, all right,
We added more dates.
here we're going to like Timbuktu and like fucking Kansas.
Timbuktu, because that's in America.
We'll be in
And
Trenton,
Kansas.
New Jersey. Okay.
Ew.
We'll be in Okeechobee, Florida.
I'm
Ew.
down with that. Okay, please.
I'm not. Ew,
Okay,
they're gonna
then
get
you-
eaten by alligators.
Go, what? Imagine K-pop group Stray Kids eaten by an alligator.
Wow,
Here's an
how
interview with the
sad.
alligator. They tasted good. Okay.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh, they tasted good. They're gonna interview the one that ate Chan. He'd be like, you know, I traveled the world, and this tastes similar to something I had in Australia once.
Yeah. He put it. They put it in the Bobby. You know.
Wow. I just realized I was like, who's Bobby?
Oh my god. Well, funny enough that you mentioned that, Terika. Maybe Bobby from Icon. He is coming to the USA. South by Southwest announced their lineup for the K-pop night, and Icon is on that list.
You know, the funny thing is when this was announced, because Korean Spotlight South by Southwest did like a teaser, and they were like, ooh, YG official. And we said,
Everybody-
oh, damn,
Icon.
guys, I hope it's not Icon. That'd be fucked up, because Icon's on our list of people we have to see this year. We were like, oh, fuck, man, it's not Icon. We're like, nah, it's not Icon. It's probably like CL, someone smaller. It's Icon. They said you thought it wasn't
Icon.
going to be Icon.
Dang, this girl says CL, somebody smaller.
I know.
I'm like, wow.
But we literally said that, though, and that's really sad.
That's
It's
really
sad. But as a solo artist, she is like not doing anything right now. So.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's
YG?
YG always dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chungha's also gonna be there. Hitchhiker. There's a rap duo called Triple X, I think, that's gonna be there as well. So
Yeah.
it should be.
There's a couple
interesting.
other like indie Korean acts that will be there as well. So it looks like a good night out.
Good luck with tickets and trying
Good
to
luck
get in there.
trying to get into Icon because apparently already fans internationally and from the US are already dropping coins, hella coins to go see
Yeah,
them.
those
So
music badges are $1,200. I said,
Couldn't be me.
that's my plane ride to Korea, y'all.
I think we've learned though that whenever there's a group that has the Korean Spotlight show, most of them tour here. DPR did last year, Crush
Yep.
did, Card did.
Yeah.
It's
Red
just another
Velvet.
testing period.
Yeah, so
It's true.
Well, catch us at Icon's solo tour though.
but catch me
there.
at Icon South by Southwest because it's 20 minutes from my house. A.
Other tour news: ATEEZ literally sold out their first U.S. tour. I didn't get a ticket.
In like a day. During
Oh my
pre-sale period, they sold out all of most
Which
no,
makes
all of it.
zero sense. I feel like that was a fail on my music taste part because you
They just
Yeah.
failed this whole
yeah,
tour, to be
the whole
honest.
point of pre-sale is because it's like, oh,
It's a
early. It's a
pre-sale.
pre, not like, oh, you didn't get a code. Sorry, you can't go.
Honestly, I got a ticket for the Atlanta show, but getting that ticket was the hardest thing. For Atlanta, they messed it all up with
my
the
God,
whole
it's horrible.
code. It was good for 2 tickets, but every time you try to put 2 tickets, it wouldn't let you buy it. It would say that it exceeded the amount. So I managed to after the second time, I was like, screw this, and I just put 1. I managed to snag it. I don't know how, but I did it. I tried to get another one, nothing. It was all sold out.
And see, I
So-
had the opposite issue. Like, at first, I was just trying to get 1, but then, lo and behold, these 2 second-row tickets right beside each other popped up. And me, being the amazing friend that I am, was like, look, I'm just going to get these 2 tickets so my friends can sit together. And so I put it in my cart, and Ticketmaster said, ha, you thought. So I got no tickets.
Yeah, they played. We got played.
Which I wasn't going to go. I was getting it for our friend Kenzie, but, you know.
Yeah. But you know what, though? Let's talk about how big this is, because ATEEZ literally debuted last year in October. I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
And for them to be such a rookie group, come to the States, and literally
Sell
the
out.
whole thing is sold out.
Sold out. Yeah.
It's sold
crazy.
out. Like, they announced the tour, and then 4 days later, the tickets went on sale for pre-sale. It was pretty much sold out, at least for Atlanta, with my experience. And then by the time that general sales came, there were no tickets left at all. I'm like, that is insane to think about. This brand spanking new group got us whipped that fast.
So shout out to ATEEZ and for like all the doubters that were like, why would a rookie group already tour the States? Like, that's so dumb. Like, but was it? Was it?
Yeah, because
there was obviously
they
a demand for them, because that's the whole point of my music taste, is to see if there's a demand in places for them.
Exactly.
So just because, maybe your faves aren't getting the same attention as other people's faves doesn't mean they're not as good. I'm just saying. It's true, though.
No, it is
Yeah.
true. I was co-signing.
They're gonna bring people that will
sell tickets.
Yeah, sell tickets. Like, that's it.
Some
I just got triggered.
news that makes me incredibly angry. UNB just had their last shows.
Yes! Yo, I'm pissed off.
So this is my problem. Okay, this is what... I need to hold the mic for this because I'm upset. The unit, first of all, fuck KBS or NBC, whatever the fuck TV channel they were on.
NBC.
Whatever the fuck channel that's from.
PBS.
I said KBS.
PBS kids.
PBS kids.
PBS kids.
PBS kids.
Whatever
Fuck
the
you, Arthur.
Damn.
Whatever the fuck channel that this show was on, fuck the unit, because you guys literally had such a good opportunity and you guys ruined everything. First of all, you put Marco in UMB. They're done now, so I can say it. They're done now, so I can say it. You made that man appealing to an audience, and he got into the group. How dare you? Second of all,
seriously,
everyone knows it should have been either Saeyoung, J-Up, or Lee Young. Like, everyone knows that.
Yep.
I'm not gonna fucking talk about
Yep.
it. Even Timoteo, even though he didn't stand out like at all during the unit, he could have been great. Okay, so first of all, that's my first bone to pick. Second of all, y'all know ain't nobody think about that girl group logically. Y'all just threw some bitches together.
The girl group made no sense at all. Like, no sense.
And I was so mad because Semi, really didn't make it. Really, you sure? You positive about that? Yuna Kim didn't make it. You sure about that? Y'all sure that's what y'all want to go through?
Y'all should have looked at the results and been like, Korea whack. Let's make it all up and call it a day. Why didn't y'all? You could have been smart about this.
Well, they didn't really care because they weren't even going to promote them in Korea anyway, apparently.
They were going to promote them in Japan, which was the whole point of the show, is that these groups are pretty famous in Japan. U-Kiss, famous in Japan. My Name, famous in Japan. Like, Big Star, famous in Japan. The point is they wanted to be famous in their home country so they didn't have to live in Japan. But no. Y'all got them out here on a tour in Japan as their farewell tour. Not even a farewell tour in Korea. A farewell tour in Japan.
Okay, they didn't even have a farewell tour in Korea?
No. And this is why I'm so mad, because basically UMB ended. Nobody knew that they were ending. No goodbye album, no goodbye song, no anything. They said, this is our last thing together, bye.
I told y'all because that's why I asked like last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm like, is UMB still like a thing? And everyone's like, yeah. And I'm like, are y'all sure?
Like, we didn't know.
It's like Unity. Like, their first comeback was their last one. Like, they debuted, they had one comeback, and it was done. Like, that was it.
Yeah. And I mean, I know that they were saying, like, remember one of the company people being like, well, like, we don't have a lot of money. I'm like, who cares? You can make do with $5. Like, please.
Like, we don't have a lot of money. Then why did you fucking make a boy group, huh? Why did you make a boy group then? UMB had so much potential. So much potential. I mean, have you seen their dance line? Have you seen their dance line?
Eugen, oh my God.
So much potential. With Field Dog at the helm, are you kidding me? Now, these poor boys all have to go back. What about Kijun, huh? They gonna lock him in the basement with fucking... I cannot. I didn't even get a goodbye. I got no goodbye song, no nothing. is like Blackheart. They got me hype. I was like, oh yeah, this my shit. And then, oh, that's it? Okay. Well, I wish I would have known. Yeah. I wish I would have known.
They ghosted you.
They ghosted us so bad.
They ghosted the K-pop industry.
See?
They said, we'll be there at 12. Never came.
Never shows up.
They said, we'll meet for Americanos. Went to Japan. That's what happened.
Oh my god.
Let's go get coffee in Japan.
And it was fucking Ace, too, that spoiled it. Because Donghan was like, oh, yeah, Channy's leaving for his last activities with UMB. I was like, come again, sir?
Of course it was Donghan. He doesn't care. He's just like, what's the secret? I don't know.
Channy's the only one going back to something reputable. Like, he's the only one that has a structure now with Ace. Well, Field Dog got his gallery.
Eugen is doing a lot of, like, dance stuff.
Yeah, he got his show where he's, like, in love with some girl. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I need to look into that because I'm just like, did this show just like start as them like being partners and now they like falling in love with each other? Because excuse me, how can you cheat on me on national TV?
Okay, and then we got Ko Jung. He's going back to Hot Shot, so that's good.
Yeah, that is
then,
good.
Poor Kijun. He going in a basement. Marco, who knows where the fuck he going? Not to a career, that's for sure.
Next thing we know, he becomes the next like MC or something.
He should. He'd be great at that.
Yeah, that's probably what he'll do.
We're bitter. I'm mad.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
hella mad.
But let's talk about another group, 101 now.
Yes!
Damn.
Wow.
101, as we spoke before, we mentioned before they did this band.
I love how we mentioned 101 and the whole ass not 101 stand.
That's what I was confused about. I was like, that didn't sound like Cat. I'm really confused.
Because I need to speak about my man's that I can finally acknowledge now that he's not in the group that disbanded. Thank God. Now that he is not in the ticking time bomb. Now he is a permanent member of my bias list. Thank you.
Wow. She's talking about Jihoon, everybody. Okay.
She fake. She wasn't there from the bottom when he was trying to wink his way into this group.
He was trying to be like Cho Chang to Cynthia, and Cynthia was just like, "Get the fuck out."
Well, because I didn't want a relationship with someone that was gonna leave me soon. But now that he's like here to stay, I'm like, okay,
he was never gonna leave
always
you.
here to stay.
Yeah.
I don't want to get attached to a group that's going to disband. That's it. I fuck with their music. I wasn't going to get attached to them. But now I'm here. I'm perfectly A-okay mentally and emotionally, and I'm ready for Jihoon.
Groups eventually disband.
Shut the fuck up.
Damn,
anyway.
why you gotta say that? That's sad. Don't hit me with that truth like that.
I'll never disband in my heart.
They will forever live on.
You and me, R.I.P. You and me.
Oh my god. But anyways, so 101 had their last concerts like last weekend or something like that, right? And we talked about it in the last podcast, but now for their last tour date, they went all out and like half of them got half naked up on stage. No shirts for most of their performance. Abs everywhere. And I'm just like, what?
And then
you
said,
can't
okay,
just
bye.
tell me. Right? They were just like,
I
here are
would
my
just like
abs.
to say one thing.
Bye.
Who the fuck does Bae Jin Young think he is with the shoulder? With
With
the
that
shoulder.
shoulder. Ooh, that shoulder.
He showed a shoulder and Kat was shook.
He came for my neck. He said, oh, Kat's a shoulder girl. Whoosh. He said, I'm going to show shoulder today, maybe a little collarbone. And
Different story. That's
and
how
then
I felt on tour when they did. Oh my god. I'm gonna talk about
Oh, 11.
I thought Jihoon was photoshopped. Like for like Kat showed me it. I was like, that's right. I was like, that's not him. No, that's photoshopped. But it's because they're makeup artists. Yeah, it didn't match.
I was like, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then I watched it and then I literally choked.
literally the definition of chocolate abs. Choi Min-ho would be proud. So they caused havoc, shirtless and naked everywhere. And then at the end, they were like crying and they like collapsed on the ground and they were like in tears. I was like, the duality.
Yeah, and then after that, it was like nothing happened. And they're like, hey, we're all going to have social media
Here's our
pages
fan
and we're-
cafes. Here's our Instagrams.
This
Where's
is
your
our new
number?
song I have. Thanks. So it was like,
Here are all the groups we're going to. Oh, look, I'm posting on Newest's Twitter. Oh, look, I opened a Twitter. Oh, look, I have Instagram again. I'm just like, can y'all give me like a day to like be sad and then hit me with everything. No.
To process what happened.
They didn't care.
And then Daniel just going live every other night, and I'm like, you're just really out here, aren't you? I felt so bad because he had to be the last one on stage because in the, like, farewell, they left one by one. So Daniel had to be, like, the last one on stage, and I was like, oh, my poor baby. But I will say, seeing Gualin and Seonho together, I was like, oh, yes.
They're so
the
cute.
little chickens. I can't wait.
Our little chicks.
We cried a couple weeks ago talking about their album and that they were gonna disband, and now we're out here like, oh my god, yes, want to disband the new groups. Talking about Daniel, Daniel and Jisung actually have a new company right now. They moved from MMO to LM Entertainment, which
a company made for them.
Yes, it's a company made for them, and I believe from what I read, they're still under MMO, but it's like a collaboration between MMO and CJ Entertainment. Okay. So then it's like
this is something that Carolina would do for Ong. Remember when we joked that she was going to start her own company just for him?
Look at that.
This is it.
MMO
Someone said bet, and they did it.
They heard it, and they were just like, you know what? That's a great idea.
CJ Entertainment said, we don't want to let go of this monies, so we're just going to start a company with them.
But I mean, it makes sense. Like, I was even talking about it with one of my friend Alexis, and we were just saying how, like, we're kind of excited to see what happens with Daniel, because I feel like he's better in a group dynamic, not as a solo. But then he's so big that if you just put him in a group with people that are unknown, it's like, what the hell is going to happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I get that.
Daniel has a lot of potential. I feel like he's capable of doing a lot of things. But I agree. He's very good in a group setting. But I don't think they'll put him in a group.
How about a duo?
Well, Jisung's enlisting.
No, not him. Someone else.
I don't think anyone could keep it. Like, anyone that's going to be next to Daniel, Daniel will just, it's Daniel. Like,
unless it's Ong. Can you
imagine? Oh my god, stop. Terika, don't put that in my head. Don't put that in my head. Ong Neil duo.
Speak it into existence.
Dear Buddha, put Aniel in a group together. Thank you.
Dear Buddha.
K-pop gods, put Aniel in a group together.
But I feel like Daniel will definitely go solo. I feel like Daniel would be an interesting solo artist, because I feel like, as far as male solo artists in Korea, you know, you have like Taemin, but they're all in groups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I mean, there's Donhan.
That's true. Yeah.
There's Samuel.
He'd be something like that. He'd be something like Donghan, something sexy and like dark.
A little bit like more hip hop thrown in there, I feel too.
Yeah.
Talking about companies though, we have news that SM started a partnership with Tencent Music in China, which only leads me to think that that's gonna have something to do with Wavy and maybe them releasing more Chinese artists.
From one big three company to another big three company, technically. Big hint. TXT announced their international website
before BTS.
I know, right? What a tragedy.
Me and Cynthia tried to log on, and we got like error messages within like the first 20 minutes. So we're like, oh.
Yeah, same. I tried to click on it, and it would not load for nothing. So I gave up.
I did it, and it worked the very first time for me.
Wow. It's because you're a big hit representative, Terika. Me, on the other hand, they were just like, this J-Web, he trash, denied.
She fake.
She fake, denied.
She's trying to infiltrate in our secrets.
We also got like a heads up that TXT is not debuting till March. So they're just going to give me all this shit and make me wait.
Damn.
They're so cute though, because they have like these like little pre-debut like little diary entries that they're doing. It's really adorable.
It's so cute. They're like, we're working hard and we're practicing every day.
And they each have an animal that represents them. And we're excited to find out who's who. We have a theory on a couple of them.
I can't wait though to see them like with their like concept outfit and things like that, because I feel like their hair's gonna be different, and the makeup and things like that.
Oh, that's been a spoiler too.
There's a spoiler on it?
What is it? What's the spoiler?
I don't know if we can say it.
Girl.
Yeah, because there's rules, and we're not allowed to share content if you're not a member.
Tell me what it is.
We actually can't tell by the drawings, honestly. But there's like...
Yeah, we don't know who's who. Like, literally, they just drew, like, them with, like... There's only 2 of them that have, like, wild hair colors. And everyone thinks one of them was Kai because in his last video he had like his little hoodie all tied up. But I think that he's rumored to have blue hair, but we'll see what happens.
And so they're doing videos like BTS did?
No, they're doing pre-debut diary entries. So it's actually like written. So they just go in there and talk with you and like type like their little diary entries. And then they leave drawings for us. But maybe, yeah, because they have a channel. Also, they just hit 1 mil on Twitter.
Yes.
That's insane.
That is
I know.
insane.
And that's, they're just so great. They're so...
That's it.
I know, and they're so adorable though. Oh god, I'm so excited to see what music that they're gonna come out with, because if it is the music that they have been playing in their teasers, individual teasers, we love.
Since we're talking about Big Hit and whatnot, why don't we sit back real quick and have our Big Hit representatives tell us about the Save Me Spark Notes? Because I'm dying to see if Jin dies this time. Or is it Jungkook that dies and comes back to life?
If Jin dies, then we're screwed.
If Jin dies, the storyline is over.
I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to revive him. He's going to come back as the devil or an angel. Who knows?
What, the cat's going to revive him? Like, you dumb bitch here.
God, man, what else do I have to do for you?
Right.
All right, well, I have notes because there was a lot of things that happened all in one chapter because it was a lot of things that happened all at once. Yes. So I'm going to try to explain it. So last week we left Jin on the rooftop because he thought Cookie was there. He's not. This week, Jin and Namjoon are running around Seoul trying to find Cookie. Namjoon doesn't know why, but the whole point of this is that Jin is literally trying to find Cookie in Seoul that has like 9 million people in there. All from the memory of his dream that he just learned how to remember, first of all.
Wow, king.
Talent.
Anyway, so they're running around looking for him. Meanwhile, Cookie's just picking a fight with some random guys in an alley because he's a sadist, apparently.
What the
And
hell?
while this is all happening, Namjoon just missed him because Cookie's just like on the floor or like bleeding or whatever.
Dying.
Yeah, casually. And Namjoon didn't see him and he just runs away or whatever. And they're still looking for him. And then Jin thinks he remembers where the roof is. And so he goes to another one. And he was so certain about it again. He was like, no, this is it. This is it. And then he gets on the rooftop and guess what? It's not. It's not that one either.
Oh, Jin.
But it's okay. Yeah, no. But it's okay because he looks out into the distance and he said, wait a minute. I know where it is. He says the third time. Meanwhile, Cookie is on the roof just casually having his arms out like he's a fucking bird. And he's like, oh, if you're a bird, I'm a bird. But he's just chilling on that roof, just looking out into the distance for whatever reason. And he is like wobbling, but he's still chilling. Like he's not jumping. And then at that second, he hears Namjoon and he looks down and Namjoon's like on the street. He's like, Cookie, don't move. I'll be right there. Ironically, this is what causes Cookie to lose his balance. So he falls.
So Namjoon kills Cookie.
No, let me get there. So he falls, but then Jin saves his ass. He just pulls him up and was like, nope. And he pulls him up and was like, oh my God, thank God. And he like hugs Cookie. And he is so happy because he saved him, or did he? Because he said something and it triggered Cookie. Because all of a sudden we're transported into a bit of Cookie's life. If you guys read the notes, you know that Cookie comes from an abusive family. And what Jin tells Cookie triggers him to think about his family life. But he doesn't say this because at that moment when he comes back to reality, Namjoon joins them in the roof and was like, oh my God, what's going on? And Cookie puts on a fake ass smile and he's like, oh, the view is so beautiful up here, didn't you know? And I'm like, you fake ass bitch. But at that moment his phone rings and we are transported into a room with Yoongi.
What?
That's right.
What?
Yes, and Yoongi is in a room by himself playing with a lighter and he's looking at his phone log. And you see that he has been trying to call Cookie, but he's not answering. And so Yoongi is just staring at then just stares at his lighter and he keeps turning it on and off. And if you remember, this scene is from I Need You.
Oh.
And that is where we were left.
What? So they're gonna bring me Min Yoongi and then just drop it like that. They're just like, that's it. That's all you get. And now I don't know what the hell's going on.
Not until
Tune in next
Wednesday.
week. Yep. Tune in next week for our Save Me Spark
Oh
Notes.
my god.
We have our own intro and outro provided by Terry.
By Terka. Dang.
Coming to you live reaction of me just seeing a fucking video of Moonbin shoving a whole ass piece of cake in his mouth.
Oh
Look
yeah,
at this
that's been on my
shit.
timeline all day. And I'm like, geez.
Oh my god.
Let me show
see
Cynthia this real quick because this is her man.
What the fuck?
I was gonna say, like, most of them, like, the capacity they have to shove, like, whole things in their mouth, I just don't. Like, the lettuce wraps, and they're just, like, piled with all this crap in them. They're just, like the size of hamburgers. They just, like, oh. I'm like, how are you not, like, choking?
I feel
like,
that.
I tried, and it's just.
And one more thing. BTS might get a Nobel Peace Prize, everybody.
They're in consideration for, like, a nomination.
That's why I said might. BTS might get a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yo, that's
And
wild.
we are here for it.
Go BTS.
Yo, I keep saying that shit too. I'm always like, oh yes, they're gonna get a Grammy, a Nobel Peace Prize, an Oscar. You know what? Why not?
An Oscar.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Grammy award winning Nobel Peace Prize recipients, BTS.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Shall we move on to our fuckery of the week this week?
Dun, dun, dun.
We got some complainers out here in the K-pop world. This week, poor Bang Chan from Stray Kids.
Leave my man alone.
Sorry.
Leave Britney alone.
Leave Chan alone.
Poor Bang Chan from Stray Kids. There's been an ongoing joke in the fandom because in one of his pictures it said baby girl on his phone, right? So obviously, being the fans that we are, we trolled the crap out of it. We're just like, baby girl, baby girl, baby girl this, baby girl that. So he obviously found out. And now he jokes with the fans about baby girls. Well, the other day he was on V Live and he said, if y'all are my baby girls, then does that make me your daddy? Let's move on.
Yes.
As he said it, he realized
Yes,
what
it
he was
does.
saying. And now people are coming at him for that shit. I'm just like, why? There's no reason.
This is why we can't have nice things, okay? This is why.
He's doing this because he noticed that it's a joke in the fandom and he wants to joke with the fans too. Like, why is that a problem? I don't know why fans get mad that their faves are treating them well. Like,
Right?
excuse me?
Yep, you're right.
How dare you interact with us? God.
Right? But then when they don't interact, oh, you're rude.
The audacity.
The audacity of not interacting with me. Like, excuse me?
How dare you get involved with our inside jokes, sir?
How dare you acknowledge it?
How dare you acknowledge us as in our existence, huh? How dare you be kind to your fans, you fucking crazy?
It's so, like,
Who do you think you are, Bang Chan, huh?
it reminded me of what happened with J-Bomb from GOT7. Like, when he was treating fans, you know, like, they're your friend, we're friends.
Yeah.
And people were mad about it. Like, oh, like, why are you treating them like your friends? Like, you're not. And I'm like, honey, please sign me up for the GOT7 friend list. I'm here for it.
And I love how they came for J-Bum. Not saying that it's bad what everyone did. I love how they came for J-Bum, but Yu-Gi-Oh sat on the whole bitch's
Yep, you're
lap
right.
and nobody said shit.
Because that's treating them like girlfriends, and that's different. We don't want to be friends. We want to be
We
girlfriends.
want to be girlfriends, and that's it. Like,
And, like, the thing the girl brought up about that, though, is that she was just like, most of your fans are, like, 13, so that's highly inappropriate. I'm like, well, obviously he wasn't talking to you. Like, obviously, if you're 13,
He was
you shouldn't
talking to
even
the people
understand
of
the joke.
age.
You should have been like, ha, 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 he thinks he's my father. Ha, 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 ha. Like, you shouldn't even understand the joke if you're 13. Like,
Seriously.
bye. Go to bed. Didn't he post this at, like, midnight?
He was like, if you have a daddy kink, keep it to yourself. I was like, bitch, shut the fuck
like
up.
what?
What? I'm like, you know what? Go do your algebra homework, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I mean, I know that the girl like replied and reached out and said, you know, this blew up or whatever, but it's my opinion. And blah, blah. I'm just like, okay, well, you should have kept your opinion to yourself then. If
Keep your mouth
It's just
shut.
the way that she worded
like,
it. The way that she worded it was
yeah,
like...
she was like, if I have to, like, he was like sexual, like a predator or something.
And then
That's
she
how
like
she said it.
threatened
And
to
I was
not be a fan anymore, and I'm just like, girl.
Yeah, she was
More
like,
tickets for me,
right.
bitch.
Yeah,
Go.
she was like, if this is what's gonna happen, I don't think I can be a stay anymore. And I was like, and
And she
There-
also
who fucking
generalized that everyone was mad. She was just like, most stays are really upset and we think that this joke is so dumb and we're tired of the baby girls. But like
No.
literally every stay on my timeline thinks it's hilarious. Like
Yeah.
everybody was freaking
It's
out.
so
They thought
funny.
it was funny. They thought it was cute because he was just like, moving on, never mind. Like,
Yeah,
girl.
because at that point, like, he didn't know. He was, like, thinking about it. It's like it's like an extrovert thing.
So angry.
Like, it's like an extrovert thing. You say thing and then you think about it, okay? Because this happens to me all the time. So I'm just like, his dumbass was just talking.
Cynthia, we're talking about it and she's getting so mad. She looks like a villain from a crappy cartoon when something doesn't go wrong and they like throw their hands in the air. She's like,
So yeah, so please just chill. It's K-pop. It's not,
it's not that deep.
it's not the end of the world if a artist gets in.
People are dying, Susan.
Seriously, it's not the end of the
People
world
are
if
dying,
an artist
Kim.
finds out about the fandom's like inside joke. That actually makes it even better, okay? Please.
Yeah, and unless it's something like that seriously needs to be addressed, like something that was like, something
Offensive.
serious,
Yeah.
okay. Other than that, if you decide that you don't want to be a fan, you don't have to announce it to the world. Like, no one else really cares that, like, Susan in, BFE, Colorado decided she didn't want to be a stay anymore. Like, no one cares. Good for you. Like,
You don't want to stand.
And then I'm here on the front, like, you can keep calling yourself daddy, sir, and you can keep calling me baby girl, because it's hilarious and all very sexy all at the same time.
So moving on from Bangshan, some other stuff happened with Tae as well.
Kim Tae-hyung had a pastel holder in his picture. I honestly didn't even notice it, okay? Like, he posted about it, and I was so happy because he was painting with, like, pastels or whatever. And he had, like, a moon, and it was beautiful. He was in his art room. He was in his element, having a good time, sharing his art because, that's my baby. That is my, like, whole world. I loved it. And then, all of a sudden, later on, I didn't see this because I didn't see anything about this on my timeline. And then Tarika sent me some fans having a little meltdown over something in his picture that was a pastel holder. And then all of a sudden, he's doing drugs. All of a sudden, he's like a fucking meth head or something. Like, where? Bitch, where?
yeah, and he deleted the picture and everything. Just like, he didn't delete it from Fan Cafe, which started a whole other situation because now there are people saying, like, this is why international fans can't have international fan cafes. And I'm just like,
Oh, yeah? Well, we have one with TXT and we're fine.
no. But yeah, like, it was so stupid and it blew up. And, like, obviously he deleted it to, like, stop the drama because he, why exacerbate the situation? But at that point, like she said, people had already ran with it. And now he's, like, doing lines of coke in the dance room or something, apparently. according to one girl. I was like, okay, you're right.
I want every single one of you that is talking shit about him, please drop a pin. I just want to talk. That's it. And this is why we can't have nice things. Part 2.
Yeah, it was so
Makes
weird.
no
'Cause I didn't
sense.
even notice it either. Like, I saw the picture and I was like, oh, how cute. Baby's such an artist. And that was it. So, like, the person that's been, like, zooming in and, like, looking for stuff, like, you're obviously looking to start something.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Like,
saying
calm down.
haters looking for things so they can just start commotions.
Wasn't it an anti that started it?
I don't even know because I
Anti-
saw some armies, too, that were, like, egging it on. They're
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, it's a jewel. Yeah, he smokes every day. And everybody's like, what?
All right.
Weed every day.
Okay, well, moving on from all of this messy mess of some fans just being crazy, let's talk about some comebacks this week.
You sound like the
Yes.
girls' room.
It's the Please, Nickelodeon, don't sue me. Thank you. Let's start it off with My Baby. I'm so excited. Yoogyeon put out another song on SoundCloud called Just a Little More. And wow, it's the same style that he likes to post about, like the R&B, with some like trap beats and things like that. But all I gotta say is he says, "Come to me, I'm dangerous," and I'm like, excuse me, sir, you can't just do this. Like, his lyrics are so like provocative. I'm just like, okay, you're like a tiny little like flower, but why? Why?
That has thorns.
Why do you do this? He has thorns. He's a rose. He a rose. La 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 bien rose.
Oh, there we go.
Like,
There it is.
honestly, yes, I love Yoogim's voice when he does this type of music, R&B. I love his style, so I love the song. Again, if you've heard to any of his SoundCloud stuff from the past, it's very similar. It's very sexy. Lyrics are very provocative and things like that. I'm just like, you know what? If you want to let it all out this way via SoundCloud, that's all right, baby. You do you. Because I'm bopping. I'm bopping right now. Like, you coming for my throat, it's all right. You can do it.
It's all right.
Via SoundCloud, do it whatever via platform you want.
Right. Drop them beats. Like, my baby Yugi, I'm doing the best out here. Check it out on SoundCloud. Follow him on there. Listen to all of his music. Love it.
I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. My SoundCloud mixtapes only $10.99.
Hey, Yu-Gi-Oh SoundCloud gets around though, like in a good way, because every time he posts songs, my non-K-pop friends always message me. They're like, "Hey, do you know who Yu-Gi-Oh is?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" And then they'll send me like a screenshot of like a song. They're like, "Oh, this randomly was like on like the top page of SoundCloud," or like, "Oh, it was like recommended to me and I was listening to it and it's such a bop." And then I realized it was Korean.
Yes.
And then,
my man's making moves.
and then they're like, "Who's Yu-Gi-Oh?" And I was like, "Oh, well, you'll see. He's part of a group called God7."
It's weird to me to think that there's like a whole like community of SoundCloud people who just listen to SoundCloud all day and be like, "Yo, you see that top trending song on the cloud today?" Like, it's so weird to me. Like,
moving on from my mans to Cynthia's mans. Taehyun also dropped a self-produced, self-written song, I believe it was, called Scenery.
Yes.
I'm going to let her talk about it.
It is composed by Kim Taehyun. It is lyrics by Kim Taehyun. Photo by Kim Taehyun. It's amazing. Amazing. An art form. Truly another art form. Like, he is just doing the damn thing. Okay, I loved every single thing about the song. Obviously, I was asleep, dead asleep, with NyQuil in my system when Carolina called me and all she said is, "It's out," and I fucking shut up. I was like, "It's out." I knew exactly what she was talking about,
because my 10,000 messages obviously didn't wake her up, and I was like, well, I did my part. I'm gonna listen to it now.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much. I was just really out cold from the NyQuil, y'all. But that woke me up, and then I was just in tears, and then I listened to it straight on repeat for the whole day, and I'm still listening to it. But anyway, I really loved the sounds in the beginning that he included, like with the footsteps and the snow and then the bell. I think people were saying it was like a train or something. I honestly heard like a flag? Yes, a flagpole. That's what I heard.
Damn, she heard the flagpole.
Yeah, that's what I would hear. And then you can hear the photos.
That's what I was gonna say. I love that he put the shutter noises in the song, because it's like incorporating. He's always said that he really likes photography and is incorporating that with the music. So it was like his two loves in one. And I thought that it was really cute. It fit the song really well, obviously. But the song is so soft. Like, it's such a soft song.
It's him.
I feel like it's like a bedtime story, like a bedtime song.
His voice is quite soothing.
It is. It is. Like Tarka was saying, it is him. It's just him in a song. And I loved the lyrics to it. He was talking about the moon, and he's talking about how he was going on a walk, and it was just like, it just seems like such a beautiful song, and it sounds like a song that's responding to 4 o'clock, which is the song that he did with Namjoon.
I didn't think about that. It's so different seeing like the types of song like Yu-Gi-Oh makes, and then you have to.
I love when idols have SoundCloud songs, because you can really actually tell what their style is, or like what's actually going on in their minds. All right, from my man to Terika's man, and featuring my man, my other man,
the other man. Yeah. Sungwoon from Hotshot dropped a song after the 101. Literally was the day after their final thing, their final show. He dropped this song featuring Jihoon called "Don't Forget." And
Jihoon!
Wow.
It's
he really
amazing.
he really went. and killed us all with these lyrics because it's so his voice is so pretty.
And even thank you for supporting us. Yes,
from the beginning, he just straight out like it just goes straight into pretty vocals, and I'm like, bro, you did that. Just the first 5 seconds, I was like, this is it. This is a bop.
It just makes me really excited for his album because this was like a pre-release, and so I don't know if it's actually gonna be on his album or not. They just said it was like a pre-release, like to kind of anticipate his album.
Yeah.
So if this is the kind of vibes we're getting, it's kind of like. It's like directly in the middle of Yu-Yum and Tae's song. So Yu-Yum's just like, yeah, let's get it, pow, pow, pow. And and Tae's just like, oh my gosh, I love the way your eyes sparkle in the moonlight. And like, someone's right in the middle. It's like, he's like saying, yeah, come here, girl, but also like, just chill out. And it's like, it's real.
Like, let's just drink some hot chocolate.
Just drink some hot chocolate.
Yeah, but you know what though? Like he really be hitting the sad feels, like the nostalgic feels, because not only did he add Jihoon into the song, and then not only that, but then literally he dropped it like 101's last concert was the 27th. He dropped it the next
28th,
day.
Yeah.
It was no time to like wait or like think about what just happened, and then he's coming at you saying, "Don't forget me."
Yep, exactly. That's why I cried when I first read the lyrics. I was like, are you serious? He's like, time will like heal and solve everything, and I was just like, you're right.
And then it just reminded me that the whole thing, like he said it before, like he knows what it feels like to be forgotten because of what happened with Hotshot.
Yeah.
So that he's so scared for this to happen again. So with these lyrics that he's just like, you know, only you will fill up my loneliness, like don't forget me, and like the feelings that we had and things like that. I was just like, baby boy, like you're like, you can feel like he's very, I guess he's very like scared of what is gonna happen now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But everything's gonna be great because this album's gonna come out at the end of February, which I'm kind of sad because I can't get it in person. It means I'm gonna have to order it, but it's fine. And yeah, I'm excited. Big things are happening to my baby. Hotshot's gonna go on tour, hopefully put it into the
universe. Yeah, they're definitely coming to the States. I know it. Yeah. Putting it out into the universe.
She already spoke it.
We're speaking it.
I'm excited to see what happens next in his career. He deserves all the happiness.
Yeah, anybody that wants to check it out, go ahead. It's a very like, it's a pop song, but like on the slower side.
Yeah.
Really cute. Very full of emotion. Definitely a good song.
So support Sungwoon, please. Thank you.
Since we're talking about 101 as well, Woojin and Daehui, the brand new music babies, released also a song called Canto. It's good. Also like a fan song and things like that. It was to celebrate Daehui's birthday. And wow, like this is such a cute song. It's a very cute pop song. It has Daehui written all over it, which I think he produced it and like wrote. And yeah, and it just talks about like always like how the fans are like a light in their lives and always being with them as fans. And I know that there's a part in Woojin's rap that he's like, the word that reminds me of you is love. And I'm like, you feel the love with these boys. Like I feel so loved just being a fan of these boys, honestly.
Right.
It's a great, really, really good song. Catchy, and I mean Daehui is just on his way to becoming like a great producer, writer, music maker, because wow,
if this is what's to come when they debut together as another group, I'm ready for it.
I'm excited for all of the 101 boys, their new ventures. Everything they put out is going to be amazing.
And the lyrics were so cute. I know there's a part where it's like, your existence is the purpose of my existence.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like, I'll give everything just for you. And I was like, oh, cute.
They're really hitting our feels. It's too soon, but still keep it coming.
Oh, the next comeback we going to talk about.
Oh, we know Kat is excited.
We're going to talk about CLC, everybody. We're going to talk about Crystal Clear CLC, Cube Entertainment's best group right now. Sorry, Pentagon, but I'm like, y'all down a little bit right now because CLC came back with the bop. It's called No. And it is killing every stereotype that everyone thinks every female K-pop idol should have.
Yes.
They said sexy, no. Aegyo, no. Pretty, no.
Like, we just doing us, B.
Basically, it's a girl power anthem. CLC Snatch. The music video is gorgeous.
God, the outfits. I want all of them.
Oh my god. Ian in a fucking pickup truck. I was like, okay, queen, come the fuck through.
Didn't know I needed this until now.
Right. Did Soren in those fishnet, and I was just like, I was there for everything that was happening.
They look so hot.
They really did look so hot. And the song is really, really good. It's so catchy. Has super amazing vibes. And the breakdown, like they have like a slow breakdown. And then it breaks down even more to like, and then that's what it does, like the EDM, like with like some trap in it. I don't even know. It just goes down. I'm just like, yo.
And I know there's a line that Soren says. She was like, if you don't like me, find someone else that fits your taste.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, girl.
Also, in the music video, like towards the end, when it's all that breakdown going on, all the music, and they're like dancing, and then it's like flowers are on fire and all this stuff. And I was just in this, like watching this music video, like, yes, I am woman. Hear me roar. Like, that's exactly what it was. I was just like, put everything on fire.
And they were like burying stuff with the casket.
Yes.
I was like, yes.
Yeah, no, it's a super good song. I hope that with this song they get, more attention as before. Like, they really do deserve it. Their music is really good.
The whole album is so good too. There's a song on it called I Like That. Whew, amazing.
And I know that the line when they're like innocent, sexy, and cute, single words like that can't possibly express who I am. I love that lyric because it's like how you mentioned, Kat, like kind of attacking that mentality that the K-pop, girl groups are only like cute or pretty or things like that,
or just girls in general. How like you're automatically defined as like, are you like a cutesy girl? Are you like a sporty girl? It's like, why can't I just be my kind of girl?
Yeah, why can't I be everything? And I love how they were singing about all this while slaying and looking fucking amazing with like heels and like dresses and like, because I know there's also a lyric that they were like, oh, like the thing is like, red lips, no, I'd rather find a lipstick shade that suits me. And I was just like, you're right, queen.
They had a casket and they were walking. That was my dedication.
Knew it. I knew there was somebody familiar in that music video. Of course, it's Cynthia.
I was under all the heels.
Red lips.
I knew it.
No.
Recognized you.
I think this will be their turning point.
I think so as well, because it's getting a lot of attention.
Yeah.
So good job, CLC. Please support them. The girls are doing incredible.
We're going to talk about the next comeback. It also makes me very sad.
Me and Kat have been begging for a VIX comeback, but we didn't want
this.
Why?
So VIX came back with a song called Walking.
Oh.
It's a fan song and like a goodbye song for Haekyeon, for N, because he is enlisting in March.
The same day as Key.
I have 1 month. Oh, I'm literally like tearing up thinking about it. Okay, so Walking, it's a fan song. The music video is like a live concert stage kind of thing. But yeah, it's basically a fan song. Basically, the lyrics are pretty much like Starlight, who is genuinely a fandom I am so like happy to be a part of. They're so wonderful.
The sweetest babies.
Yes, I don't think I've ever met a fan base as sweet and like welcoming and wonderful as Starlight's. And that's not saying all fan bases aren't that way, but they're just like, I never see anything negative come from Starlight.
And they're so close with VIX, like as far as like the members can just go out in the middle of a crowd and like they don't
they're so respectful and like they just have so much love and respect for VIX, and you can tell that VIX gives them the same love and respect. So I can only imagine like what it's gonna be when Haekyeon does like his final thing with Starlights, which I'm sure he will.
One of the lyrics was really sweet. They were saying like, "Thank you for walking with us this entire time on our journey and stuff," and I was just like, no.
Yeah, and then there's one lyric that I liked. Hold on, I have it. It says, "I see you and I walking together without saying anything. The traces we have made so far walking on the street came to me as a big comfort." And I think that was a lyric a lot of Starlights were tweeting about, because VIX has always been very vocal about how, like, there was really hard times for them. There was times where they were not sure, like, if they could do it anymore. Like, what were they doing? Like, where the direction they wanted to go in. And they always made sure that Starlights knew, like how big of a help they were. And that's why I think the relationship between Starlights and Vix is so different, is because Vix is very open about everything with them.
Yeah, it's that they have that trusting, like they're very trusting on each other. But I mean, y'all know that I love fan songs. Fan songs are like, they have a special spot in my heart because the relationship
Right under the chance.
yeah, right under the chance. You're right, but I love fan songs, and I mean, like, I'm not a Starlight, but I do enjoy some of Vix's songs and stuff like that, and just you felt the love, like, in the song, like the lyric wise, and even the video that they made, it was very centered around the fans and all that stuff, and it was so sweet. Like, it was such a sweet song. It was like, and I love that they're like reminiscing about their journey together.
Yeah, and it was so quick too, because some of the clips are from the fan meet that they just had, the Toy Story one.
Yeah.
And it came, well, because I feel like obviously everyone knew, like we all knew that Haekyeon had to enlist this year. But no one, like, he didn't even know when his date was until he got his letter, which was like a week or two
Yeah,
ago.
something like that.
And as soon as he got it, he shared it with Starlight. She's like, this is when it's happening.
Yeah, he told his fans before he even told his parents. So he was very vocal and honest about it. So, like, when he found out, he wrote a letter to his fans, and, like, everyone found out. Like, his family, everyone. He didn't tell anyone else until that.
So many of, like, the people that we actually stan are, like, enlisting now.
Yeah, it's our turn now to go.
And it's like, and that makes me realize, like, it's our turn. Like, the people that are part of, like, the generation of K-pop groups that we like are slowly all enlisting. And I'm just like, damn.
As Terika said, we're just going to ignore it.
Ignore the big ass elephant in the room. What elephant? I don't see nothing.
What's a military? Never heard of her.
Don't know her. We have another comeback here. Groovy Room came back with
Groovy!
a song
Everywhere!
called This Night. And
I love this song so fucking much.
it's a slow bop.
It
A
is.
slow bop. Chill.
It's a chill bop.
The Groovy Kings have arrived once again to say, we are and will forever be that duo.
Like,
This is the thing with the Groovy Room. They're becoming one of the top producers in not only now K-R&B and K-hip-hop, but also in K-pop, because they're venturing with, like, Hyolyn, and they did the song for Sehun and stuff like that. So they're venturing into K-pop now. What makes them so good is they can make different types of genres. I don't think they specifically put themselves...
They don't have a sound.
yeah, they don't have like a specific sound.
They haven't pigeonholed themselves. So they didn't put themselves in a specific bracket. Like, because they make... I mean, Freestyle was kind of the first song that made them... Everybody be like, oh shit, Groovy Room. And it was like a hard rap song. And then they did like Blue Moon for Howlin', which was like this really pretty EDM-y kind of song. Like, they do things so differently than everyone else. And this is another, because their first album, if you guys don't have it, you should listen to it. Their first album is great.
Amazing. Please listen to it. Support it.
You can see the different genres that they do, or the different styles that they have.
And each song.
And each song, each song is completely different from the next one. Like, there's not one, if you didn't listen to it, if you didn't know that, if they didn't have their tag, and you didn't know it was a Groovy Room song, you wouldn't think it was the same people that made it. So I think this is just another genre that they are proving that they can do. Like, this slow, sexy, kind of electric vibe that they had going on with this song. It's a sexy song.
Yeah, it is.
Lyrically, it's like they're talking about being really lonely and like really sad. I know there's a lyric I love in this song. She says, "This night I'm about to die because my feelings are slowly killing me." And I was like, wow, relatable. And I was just like, this song is such a
It really is.
Groovy Room are a duo.
production duo.
An amazing duo, but they are someone that I would pay money to just sit in the back while they produce songs. Like, I
would
want
pay to watch them work.
Exactly. They do, if you didn't know, they do vlogs, but they're never in English, so you don't know what the hell they're saying. But you still having a good time. Yep. And so you kind of see it, but I want the full effect. I want to see every single detail that goes into these songs because they're geniuses. Amazing. Truly. They're made for each other, and I'm so happy that they found each other.
Soulmates. Heterosexual life mates. We love it.
Forever.
Exactly.
So Punchinello came out with a new song as well. He just recently signed to AOMG. Yay! Congratulations.
Woo!
His song came out with Say, who is an R&B singer. It's a really amazing song. It's kind of this sexy, soulful, like jazzy R&B kind of song. It's really great. I think the dynamics of the two of their voices together is amazing. If you watch the video, it's really cool because his parts are in black and white and super saturated, and then Say's parts are in color, and she's like wearing this like red outfit. And then there's an ending scene where Say comes into his like black and white and her color, and it all like turns into color. And it's really cool. But the song is amazing. His flow and her voice go so well together. The whole album's really good, so everyone should listen to it. So yay, Punchinello.
All right, well, that was a lot that we talked about, some comebacks, opinions, and all that stuff. But why don't we end up this episode with Songs of the Week?
So my song of the week this week is Only You by Impact.
Only You. Yes.
Yeah, I've been bopping to Only You a lot this
Love
week.
it.
And CLC's I Like That. Those are my two songs.
Ooh.
My song of the week is Scenery by Quincy. Shocker.
Shocker. Are we shocked? No. Oh, my God.
But are we surprised?
Not really. What about you, Terka?
As always, I have 2 songs of the week because that's just how I roll. The first
The
song
duality.
is, of course, Sungwoon's song. Don't forget, please support when his album comes out. The second song is Daydream, Daydream by J-Hope, because it is February, and by the time you hear this, there'll be 13 days to my baby's birthday. So stream, Hope World. We're trying to reach a goal here, people. Thank you.
Yes. Amends. My song of the week is by ATEEZ.
Hey!
Love it. Love it. I've been listening to that whole album all week. I'm in love with that song. That's what it is. That's the tea.
All right. So whether your man's dropped a new song or your man's left you high and dry like mine's did, make sure you always
Fangirl
on.